So, if you were with me last stream, you know that I really struggled with Margit the Fell Omen. It's the biggest boss, like the earliest big boss that you come to throughout the game, and it's one that's kind of infamous with the gaming community right now because it's so difficult so early on in this game, and you can't progress in the story until you beat him. And so it's no secret, if you've watched me before, I'm not very good at these games. I've played a few Soulsborne games in the past, but I've never actually beaten any of them. And like I said earlier, this will probably be the first Soulsborne game that I beat, just because I've been really enjoying it and the open world aspect or whatever. And I'm just going to warn everybody, at least the first part of this stream, and if you're watching, I'm probably going to end up cutting this up and putting it on my YouTube channel, Patty McNinja. If you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching the stream, if you're a veteran of the Soulsborne games, you can go ahead and turn this off. This is not going to be the stream or the video for you, because this is going to be blasphemy what I'm about to do. Because I know a lot of Soulsborne, like veterans of these games, they want to just do the dodge and block and attack strategy to beat any of these bosses. They don't want to do summons. They don't want to do any of that stuff. They don't want to cheese it, so to speak. Well, that's going to be kind of my jam, because I'm not very good at these games. So now it's just the noobs and I. We are going to do what I'm going to call like the ultimate cheese strategy. So after my last stream where I really struggled with Margit, I was like, you know what? I need to research how to beat this guy, because this game plays amazing, and I really want to get over the hump with this game. How do I beat this guy? And I actually found a couple of videos, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm actually going to put the links to the original videos in the video description. So if you want to see the original, if you don't want to listen to my stupid face, I understand. I'll go ahead and link those in the video description below. So I'm going to kind of take a couple of strategies that I found, instead of just using one of them, because I think you could easily beat Margit with just one of these strategies. I'm actually going to do two different strategies and kind of combine them in kind of what I'm going to call the ultimate cheese strategy for Margit. So in order to do that, I need two different items. One, I'm going to get Margit's shackles, and obviously by the title you probably can guess that's going to shackle him to the ground. I think you're able to do it in both phases of the boss fight, but the second phase it's harder to do it, because it has to, like, a certain thing, or I guess a certain move has to be, he has to do that move for you to be able to do the shackles in the second phase. I'm not going to really worry about it because of the second thing that I'm going to get. I don't necessarily think I'm going to need the shackles. And the second thing that I'm going to get is there's a particular summons. I think it's called the Rotten Stray Ashes. I guess it's supposed to be like a stray dog, but it kind of looks like a hyena to me from like the Lion King. And what it does is it builds up Margit's blood loss. And so basically, if the stray dog or the hyena can attack him enough, which is kind of where the shackles come in, he will eventually just bleed out. And so we're going to have to do very little of this actual fighting. And our sword, we have the unsheath ability. That's already going to have some blood loss as well. So we're going to be able to bleed him out pretty easily. So the first thing that we're going to try is we are going to get the shackle. And I do want to say, I do want to qualify this. I haven't actually done either of these strategies. So we're going to see how it goes. But I have not actually physically done these strategies yet. So hopefully it all works out the way that it's supposed to. The first thing that we want to do is we want to go to this site of grace right here. And then we actually, I think it was last stream, or maybe it was the first stream that we did for this game, and I was just kind of dicking around. I think we have to go underneath this bridge, and it was actually the same bridge I was like shooting these, I don't want to call them zombies, but kind of like these undead guys. We were kind of shooting them down off from like the underside of the bridge. So we're gonna get our mount. I think those guys that we were shooting down will like drop down and attack us here in a little bit. But first thing that we need to do is we need to go down here. There's a big ass dragon that's very scary that we're not gonna mess with. I think that's the dragon I haven't marked on my map, right? Yeah. So we definitely don't want to mess with that guy. I think we have to fight an NPC. There's a turtle. There's my boy. So, I mean, you can fight any of these enemies if you want. Like I said, I think these guys are going to fall down. I thought they were. Oh, there they are. So I'm not going to worry about them, but I think there is an NPC that's going to pop out here. You always know that there's going to be an NPC when it forces you to get off your mount. So if it does that, obviously, because we're actually, yeah, so we're looking for this cave right over here. It's to our left. We're going to fight this NPC real quick. I haven't played today, so I might be a little rusty. So that's actually the cave that we want to go to right here, but we're going to go ahead and kill this guy first. Can we summon? We can't summon. So, piece of cake. If I can do this, you can do this. I don't know. Okay, so somebody, I guess somebody got summoned. I don't know why. I was kicking his ass. I didn't need him. Anyways, so we actually want to go to this cave right here. And again, if you want, there are going to be some enemies in this cave. Of course, if you want, you can fight them. But you're probably watching this because you're not very good at this game, like me. And so you need to take what you can get and not try to fight as much as possible. I only honestly made that fight as easy as it was because I'm so leveled up at this point. So you just kind of want to stay to the right over here. I think there's like these traps. Yeah, these little bells right there, if you can see them. I don't know if this guy can see me or not. He's acting super weird. But there's a little cave right over here. Oh, no. Maybe not. I thought there was a little cave right here. Oh no, I think I just need to stay right. I'm not to the cave yet. The cave's on this one, right over here. Yeah, okay, here we go. Again, I have not done this before. This is brand new to me. Okay, and so this is where if you ever see this barrier, that usually means that you're gonna come into an area where you're gonna have to fight a boss. But this boss is actually supposedly pretty easy. And what we need to do to initiate this boss battle is we need to actually steal something from this chest over here.
Well.
And that upsets this guy over here.
To a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little...
And again, he's supposed to be pretty easy as well.
Wait, please.
Okay, so once he does that,
White flag and all.
we want to go away.
Whew. Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you
I
would.
thought I accidentally
You're
killed him
lady
for a
of
second
reason,
there.
Through and through.
All right, so I think we have to actually leave and come back. So that's what we're gonna do. I think in order to like cue his next, like, I don't want to say talking point, I don't know, like the next thing to kind of progress his quest, I guess. I think you have to leave and then come back and talk to him. Which It's not a big deal. We're just going to do the exact same thing that we just did. Just sneak to the right again. If you want, you can kill the enemies. Whatever floats your boat. Just watch out for the traps. Then we're going to go back over here. Talk to the guy again. And now he basically becomes a merchant, where we can buy things from him because we showed him mercy.
Ah. Well, what do you know? You're tarnished like me. Now, how did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such. But an innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on? A true lady of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
All right, so I honestly forgot that because I have all this armor on, I forgot that I actually chose a female character. So every time an NPC is like acknowledges that I'm a female, I always think that they're fucking with me. So that's kind of why I chuckled. Anyways, so let's
back for another visit, friend. I'll be ready to wheel and deal.
Oh, I have to. Son of a bitch! I should have talked to him. I left too early, so I think you're supposed to talk to him, have him go through all of that, and then come back. So that's my bad. All right, so now he should be a merchant, and we should be able to buy some stuff from him.
Nice of you to drop in finally. It's all a bit ad hoc, but I'm sure
he sells two things that we want. One is the shackles, but the other one is a thing that's going to boost our runes. So, like I said, what we need is the shackles, or the shackle, I should say, but it's 5,000 runes. We only have like 1,300. So what we need to do is we actually want to get this gold pickled fowl foot. Try to say that 5 times fast. It's 600 runes. We don't have enough for all 3 of them, but we'll buy the first 2. And it basically boosts rune acquisition for a time. So we're gonna take these 2, and then we're actually gonna go to my favorite farming spot, and I will show you how to get there. And that's actually how I was able to build up my character as much as I was. And I do want to eventually come back and open this case. I guess some weird shit happens when you do it. But for the sake of this stream and this video, I'm going to skip that for right now. But I guess some goofy shit happens when you open it. So I definitely do want to check that out. But right now we're gonna ignore it. All right, so we want to go back. And I'm going to show you how to get to this place, but I can just fast travel. Just to be completely thorough, I'm going to show you actually how to get there. But before we do that, we'll show you real quick where we're actually going. So we're going to actually go across the bridge that we just went underneath, and we're going to ride all the way back here to the third church of Margit. Is that, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. So we just want to take this bridge, and then as soon as we get across the bridge, we're going to take the left. There's like a fork in the road, and we want to take the left. and you can kind of just ignore all these guys. And then this guy on the horse he's not terribly difficult, but again, I'm not going to mess with him. And then you come up here, and there is did I already miss the fork in the road? I think I already missed it. Yeah, I did. It's right over here. Again, you can fight these guys if you want. They're pretty low level. They wouldn't really be all that difficult to kill. I want to make sure that I'm still going the right way. Now, we definitely would want to kill this if we were doing something else. Can I? Okay, I haven't gone far enough. I'm kind of a little off the beaten path here. Actually, we've gone a little too far left, so we're just going to go ahead and fast travel. But you get the point. That's where you're going. All right, so what's cool about this is I think there's a sacred tier right here. Obviously, I've already gotten all of this, but there's a sacred tier right here. And then there's the, what is it called? It's got a weird name. It's like the flask of wondrous physic is right here, and you can actually mix some stuff. It's actually really, really cool. So what we want to do is we want to go north. Is it north? Let me check my notes. Yeah. And there's like a little teleport right here. Yeah, I was getting nervous that I didn't go to the right place, but it's right here. And you should only have to do this once, because once you do it, I'm going to show you where there's a site of grace, and then obviously you can just fast travel the whole time. That's what I've been doing the last like few days that I've played. This is literally my favorite farming spot that I found this early in the game. It is fantastic. So what we want to do is, obviously, you can fight this guy if you want. I haven't tried. I'm assuming that he's a badass, so I'm not going to mess with him. This is kind of a high level area, a level where you're probably not supposed to be at this low level. These guys right here are actually the guys that we're going to kill, at least some of them. There is a golden seed right here. Again, I've already gotten it, but if you were coming here for the first time, you definitely want to grab that to upgrade your flasks. And we're actually going to go to this site of grace right over here. So once you're there, obviously I've already activated it, so it's not going to do all that cool animation and all that stuff. So what we want to do, and you will get the hang of like oh, I hit the wrong button, because they go a certain like direction. It's kind of like Metal Gear Solid, if you ever played that. Like once you get the idea of like the route that they take, it's pretty easy. So what we want to do is we want to use this, and it's going to boost our runes. So the first guy that I always get when I farm is I come over here, and I get this guy. They're really easy to sneak up on. See that? And I've boosted my dexterity, and my weapons are pretty badass, but they can hurt you pretty bad. They do this one move that's really good with blood loss. They like jump on your back, and kind of like, I don't know if they slit your throat or exactly what they do, but it's pretty badass. So we need 5,000. I was gonna say, this guy usually walks away from me over here. Stealth is so easy in this game. Like, I literally just ran into that guy and he didn't do shit. So we're gonna go over here, and literally you could just keep respawning these guys by doing the Site of Grace. I don't know if the boost that we get from the chicken foot resets when you go to the Site of Grace, so you may want to pay attention to that. And there's another guy up here that we're gonna hit, and I just literally, I've done this so many times that I could probably do it in my sleep. And this will get you the 5,000 easy. Like, we're already over 5,000. That guy's usually walking away, but I think I waited a little too long because I was explaining some stuff. But, I mean, within a couple hours, you can bump a ton of levels by doing this farming method. The only problem is when you're far away from them, it's kind of tough to tell if they're walking towards you or away from you, the way they kind of slouch. So, but again, it's really easy to sneak up behind them. It's so easy. Of course, we'll grab that real quick. There's another guy up here. See, I couldn't tell if that guy was walking towards me or away from me. And then there's another guy over here. It's actually two more guys. One's far off in the distance in like the red desert area up there. This is literally my favorite farming spot because they give you like almost 1,100. I don't know how much they've been giving us. Well, I think my chicken foot must have gone away. So let's go ahead and do that again because it only lasts for a certain amount of time. So we'll go ahead and get this guy too. Gotta see him off a little in the distance. We'll get him, and I think there's like 2 or 3 more guys. There's honestly a lot more that you could kill, but they are kind of tough. And there's one spot where there's like 2 of them really close together. He almost got me. And I always die. Like, they always get me. And again, when they do that back, like when they jump up on your back, it gets you really easily. Can't remember exactly where this next guy is. I want to say he's like right around here. Oh, he's right up there. These last couple of guys are kind of optional for me. I don't always do them. So, depends on how I feel. So it gives you 1,400. So, I mean, literally, we only had to do one cycle, and we got enough for the shackle. But if you wanted to, you could just keep doing this over and over again. And like I've said a bunch of times already, this is how I was able to grow my character as quickly as I have. Because honestly, I've only put like rookie numbers. I'm closing in on 30 hours in this game. And for most people, that's rookie numbers. Oh, I don't know how I missed that guy over here. So let's grab that guy real quick. And then we'll go ahead and call it a day with the farming. So let's go back to patches. I mean, they are terrible guards. We will go back to him, and we will get the shackle.
Hello again. Cheers for that.
Now, let's go ahead and equip it. All right, so again, at this point, you could probably defeat him by yourself. And honestly, with how high level my guy is now, and my armor and the shield and all that stuff, I could probably beat him with the wolves, with Roger, whatever his name is. I could probably beat him, but it being the ultimate cheese strategy, we're just gonna absolutely destroy him. We're gonna he's gonna wish he was never born. We want to go to, it's called Dragon Burnt Ruins. Let me find it real quick. No, that's not it. Where is it? I know I visited it already. Okay, there it is. So, I mean, really, honestly, it's just by that dragon that we came to earlier. So if, assuming that you've already gotten the shackle, you could just fast travel to that site of grace and then just go, what is that, almost directly south, and you would hit it. We're going to go ahead and go to the seaside ruins and go north from there. But of course, depending on how many you've unlocked, this might be a little bit easier for you. So we're gonna go north. Now there's some guys in here. If I remember correctly, I didn't really investigate this that much. Oh, I guess it's right here. Literally where we need to be is right here. And this is gonna, I think there's some rats or something down here. I thought there was something for us to fight, but I guess not. And this is one of the chests that, I thought this teleported you. Maybe this is the wrong one. There might be more than one in this area. Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, I guess there's more than one. I was gonna say, because I thought there was some rats down here. Yeah, here we go. Oh my god. That'd be embarrassing if I got this far and I let the rats kill me. After I talked so much shit about being able to beat Margit. I think I pronounce his name differently every single time. Alright, so this is the chest that will teleport you, and it teleports you to a pretty high level. So we're gonna sneak around and try to get stay away from everybody. Hopefully I don't mess this up. So I think it's down here. Yeah, I think I'm going the right way. Again, I haven't actually done any of this. Okay, yeah, sick. So we're out of the cave. Now we want to mount. I wanted to make sure I was going in the right direction. Sorry about that. And then these... Oh, shit. The little hyenas right there. Okay, there we go. That's what we want right there. The rotten stray ashes. I think that thing is still chasing us. Alright, so now we have all of the things that we need. What does this say? Alright, so we're gonna go. Are we in combat? Is that why? I think it thought we were in combat. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and travel back and see if finally we can take down Margit. So now we have the shackle, we have the hyena, we have what I'm assuming is enough, but we're still gonna summon Roger. I don't think that's how you pronounce that, but we're gonna go with it. And hopefully, with all of that, we should have enough. So the shackle didn't do anything. There it is. I don't know if I have to be like a certain distance away from him or... Okay, so he's at the second stage already.
Warrior blood must truly battle my veins.
All right. That's enough. That's enough. Where's the blood? Oh, he's already got the blood loss. You see it? I think we got it. Honestly, at this point, we just have to stay away from him. He's gonna bleed out. Do it. That was awesome. So that is the ultimate cheese guide. And we got an achievement for it too. Not because of the cheese guide, but
Smoldering with thy meager flame.
that was awesome.
Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell Omen shall brook thee no quarter.
I love it. Like I said, if you're an OG Soulsborne player, that was blasphemy. But for me, being a little bitch, that was awesome. I enjoyed it. So again, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will cut this up and post it to my YouTube channel, Panic Ninja. If you're watching on the YouTube, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I don't post a ton of these types of content, but I do kind of post more like long plays from beginning to end of a game, whatever game that I'm playing. So, and again, I will post all of the links to the videos I used to come up with this ultimate cheese strategy in the video description below. So I hope that you enjoyed it. For those that are gonna be watching the stream, stick around, we're not done yet.